What if I told you that there is a plant medicine that you can get that's legal and safe and an alternative to MDMA with a lot of the same effects? And that's what we're going to talk about today. I've got Margaret with me, and we're going to talk about Kanna, Kanna. This is Margaret and Eddie with a Mindful Emergence, where we offer you mindfulness, movement, and breathing practices for your healing and spiritual transformation. We're in the waking up business, and most of our work right now is with plant medicine. So, Margaret, tell us, what is Kanna and what has your experience been with this plant medicine?
Yeah, it is a natural empathogen and it's called Kanna and it's from a company called kaempathogenics.com. It increases empathy just like MDMA does, but on a lower level. It increases our focus and our creativity, helps us feel more connected to ourselves, our body, and our emotions, and other people as well. It's called a euphoriant, which means it helps us to feel more euphoric, more joy, more playful, more alive. And it releases stress and nervousness. I didn't even know I had a lot of stress and nervousness until I started taking it and realized the difference. It's also known as an adaptogen, which means it helps our nervous system find balance to relieve the stress. And it's also known as a nootropic, NOOTROPIC, and that means it protects our brain health. It regulates the neurotransmitters, including serotonin. It's also an aphrodisiac. So for couples, it can be a wonderful help. It's also known as a hypnotic, which means that it helps with sleep. And I've had trouble with my sleep, and I've realized that when I take it during the day, my sleep that night is great. It's not advised to take it right before sleep, though, because it is a little bit activating and
Mhm.
it's a little bit of calming as well. It's kind of both at the same time. And lastly, it's called ergogenic. It enhances our physical performance. So it had been used for hunting expeditions. So any physical activities that you do is going to be enhanced.
And I understand this plant is or originates in South Africa, correct?
Correct.
Right. So, how do you get it?
Oh, you can order it from the company called KA and pathogenics.com. It comes in this cute little box. I think there are 10 in here. And it's just great. It's woman owned and the plants are 100% legal and there's no additives or preservatives.
Yeah, you were very careful when you looked it up. And we're going to put a link in this description so that if you're interested in purchasing this, you can go and check it out. So one of the things about MDMA is that although it's amazing and you and I have experienced and had some wonderful experiences, but it's really tough on the body.
Mhm.
Kana isn't at all. Of course, MDMA is still illegal until it gets FDA approved for prescriptive use, right? It's not like it's just going to be available for everybody like this stuff. And
Right.
the other thing is that MDMA has had a problematic history when it's easily abused. Not
Yeah.
the case with Kana, is it?
Yeah. It's non addictive.
Mhm,
And you and I call it MDMA light because it
mhm,
has similarities, the heart opening, the connection to our body, the ability to talk about hard things without the defensiveness.
mhm.
So it's all of that.
I know we use
And
it in our relationship to have conversations, and we have a great relationship, but relationships, they're stuff, right? And I've found that it's helped lower my defensiveness when we've had conversations that we need to have. So it's been very helpful in that way. So, how do you introduce it to your system?
well, the company says it's best to take it consistently for about 30 days. And some people may have inflammation. So, the first effect of the Kana is that it reduces our inflammation in our body, which is always a good thing. And then we might discover or notice the mood lifting benefits, the more euphoric benefits.
Mhm. And it's a little lozenge you take.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I notice it's tingly after a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, they call it a chew. And so you put it in your mouth, it starts to dissolve in a couple of minutes. Like it takes 20 minutes or so for
Mm-hmm.
the full chew to dissolve. It gets all tingly in your mouth and it's actually taken in through the salivary glands.
Hmm. So, as a standalone, it can be very effective for the reasons you pointed out. But we've discovered on our own, somehow we stumbled into this, combining it with cannabis and legal cannabis. So, here in North Carolina, we have this phenomenon called THCA. I've done a video on it. You can look it up, but it's basically legal cannabis. You can go down to a dispensary and buy the flower and combine it with Kanna. What have you noticed when we've combined legal cannabis and legal Kanna?
Well, it combines very well. They're friendly partners. There's no contraindications. It can reduce the paranoia that can sometimes accompany cannabis use and also provides a smooth landing. And here's the catch. It even helps eliminate munchies. It's not really a catch. It's a benefit,
Yeah,
eliminating the munchies. And I thought, wow, what could be better than that? So yes, we've been trying it and we've been really enjoying it.
yeah,
It's been about 2 years.
yeah. So it's a wonderful way for Margaret and I to spend time together, to connect. And if you're interested in learning more about it, you want to talk to us about this or anything else we do, if you go to our website, mindfulemergence.com, and I'll put that link in there, you can schedule a consultation with us. But as I mentioned earlier, you can also go straight to the link and order some Kanna if you're interested in exploring it on your own.
Mm.
So, is there any question I should have asked? Is there anything you can think of that we didn't cover, or are we like incredibly thorough?
We were thorough, but one more thing just to point out, it's both calming and uplifting at the same time. So it calms the nervousness and uplifts your mood.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think it's one of the best things we ever found. It's not expensive either. So I mean, there's really no negatives to it that I can think of. That's why we
Mhm,
use it on a regular
mhm,
basis.
mhm.
So thanks everybody for watching. If you, like I said, any questions, reach out to us. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, give us some comments. We love to hear from people. And as I said before, check out some of the other videos and just subscribe to the channel if you want to keep getting these videos as we create them. So again, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.